and welcome to our Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, and in today's live we are coming to you with our normal weekly live, but just to talk about nothing. Do you like that? And again, my little stand has been played with. I don't know what I do with this. That's better. Hello, Corrine. Was that the lovely Corrine? Hello, Corrine. Lovely to have you here on our weekly live. And I'm on time this morning, which is an absolute bonus. I might be like a minute. Let's have a look. 2 minutes. 2 minutes late. Oh, heavens to Betsy. What will I do on Wednesday? Hello, Anne McSee. Hello, Karen. To the lovely ladies who are on already and have already given me a thumbs up. Thank you all so much. So we are here for our weekly live. And as you see, our scarf, ta-da, Father's Day scarf is now complete. Now, I forgot to mention in the tutorial, you can make this in the 8-ply or a DK weight yarn. Just make sure you measure your fellow from top of his head down to the toe. And that'll give you the opportunity to create this in an 8-ply as well as a 10-ply, a DK as well as the Aran weight, or a number 3 as well as a number 4, whichever country you are from, and however your numbers work. I wish we'd all have the same ply and the same, numbers so that we can work it all out. All right, now who do we have on? We have Yvonne. Hello, good morning, Yvonne. Haven't seen you for a while. Lovely to have you here. Margaret, the lovely Margaret's in the house. Susan, welcome. We have everyone on today. Beautiful green butterfly. She's as beautiful as a green butterfly. I still love your name, Green Butterfly. I really do. But I love a lot of names I see online. Some of them have the funniest names, but this one here is a good one because I'm a butterfly lover as well as being a peacock, the bird, a peacock lover, and a butterfly lover. So I'm both. And you have to be nice to me today because my straightening irons went to straightening iron heaven, so my hair's kind of woof. Actually, it's not bad considering, but I didn't do the back. It was kind of boofy at the back. Yeah, we've had it for I don't know, 15 years, maybe more. I can't remember. It's gone to straightening iron heaven. Oh. It did do me well. Hello, Marty. Lovely to have you here, Marty. Lovely to have the Marty in the house. So we have a very busy morning again, but also we're having a little bit of fun day today, just a relaxed day. There's not a lot to talk about. I mean, there is. I'm telling lies. There is. There's a little bit to talk about, but it's more of a just relax. My hands are burning from crocheting too much because you've seen the scarf, but I've been doing some personal projects as well. So actually this morning I gave them, late last night actually, I gave them a bit of a rest. I usually work in the evening in front of the TV, just doing squares or something for another project I'm doing for the channel. Of course I am. But last night they were just so sore from working non-stop this week that I decided to give the hands a break last night. This morning I did give them a break until about half an hour ago, which I was working on the Peacock Blanket for you. I'm just going to show you some of the stitches I've come up with. I don't know whether I'll use them, but these are the stitches that I've come up with. They're nothing extraordinarily fancy, but we'll talk about that in a moment. And who have I missed? Yvonne saying hello. Oh, Auntie T is in the house. Big sister is in the house. Hello, hello. Beautiful Paula is in the house. Hope hubby is feeling better. Karen says thumbs up. Thank you, Karen. You can always rely on Karen to say thumbs up. And usually it's Green Butterfly. And it's Karen. Lots of people do it. I thank you very much for that. And you guys know a thumbs up helps the channel a lot. It's all about algorithms, and it means that YouTube knows that people are watching. They know that they're not just watching, but they're also liking as well. So please, would be wonderful if you gave me a thumbs up. Now I'm going to lose my voice this morning, guys. I don't know why, but I'm going to have a drink of water. I don't know. I'm not sick. It's just, one of those mornings. A little bit of a humbug. It's called the humbug here. So just, bear with me, guys, with my hair. My straightening irons died this morning. They went to straightening iron heaven. And every time I kept turning, I knew it was going to happen because I could hear zzz, non-stop for the past 2 weeks. I was waiting for it to go, bye-bye. It could have done it before, like when I was at the shops, just before going to the shops or something, you know, supermarket shopping or something, grocery shopping. But no, it has to do it on a live where I really needed it. So it's kind of a little boof. What I did was just pulled it down. So bear with me today. It might just like end up like that towards the end of the live. What? Okay, who have I missed? Corrine, lovely Corine is in the house. Beautiful Corine. Now, guys, we've had another quiet week, but I still managed to get one tutorial up, I think. Let's have a look. I did. I got this Father's Day scarf up. It took me all week to create. It didn't actually. It took me Monday to work out what was I going to make for Father's Day. And I went through all the lists that you gave me. And actually, let me give you the list that you did give me. You gave me bow tie, beret, scarf, watch band, glasses case, sweatband, wallet, slippers, socks, mug cover, coaster, mug cozy, stubby holder, and then someone said sock as well, but I wrote it twice, as you do. And I chose scarf out of all those. But you know what? I'm going to keep this list on the last page of the book. If you didn't know this, my last page of my book, it's a lot of scribbles, so I'm not going to show you, and the second last page, because I'm on the second last page now. They're a page I leave in this book and any other book that I come up with of all the projects you guys have mentioned that you've wanted to see on the channel. And what I do is during the year when I'm starting to, which is not now because we've got a lot to do, during the year when I'm starting to run out of projects to pop up on the channel, I go back to what you guys have mentioned to me. So occasionally I find something that someone has mentioned, I start from the top of the list and I take that one and pop it up. And then I go to the second list. So this is like 3 years worth of people asking me to do things. And some of those items date way back from 3 years ago because I've just not done them because we've had our own projects to do, yeah? So I do keep them so that you know that I do keep them in the last page or the second last page at this stage because we're on the second last page. Goes to show how many things you guys ask me to do. And it's not just what you hear on our lives. It's not what people mention on our, community board or our posts. It's things that people send me privately saying, what is going on, Mary? I want one of those. Please, can you do one? And usually I say, oh, you'll have to be put on a list and I'll let you know. And that's what usually happens. And that's what is what's happening with all those items that you just gave me last week. I'm going to pop them on the list and eventually we'll go through those items. But I have 2 lists, okay? One is a list of all the private messages people send me. And the other one is this kind of a list where you say, right, we wouldn't mind seeing this and we wouldn't mind seeing that. And we talk about it on the live and yada, yada, yada. It just goes on and on and on. She says that she's still going. And then I go through that list slowly if I run out of things to create on the channel. But at the moment, we've got it backlogged. So I won't be doing anything anybody wants me to do. We've got to catch up. There's actually 2 major things we need to catch up on. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's go back to the chat. The beautiful Raylene. Hello, Raylene. Welcome. Claptrap. I've made it. I have been so tired recently. I couldn't stay awake in the evening long enough, nor wake up in the morning in time. It's all right, Claptrap. You are here now, sweetie, so that's great. Thanks for asking about hubby. He continues to do well. On the Keytrude, on that, I don't know what that's called. Is it called Keytruda? Immunotherapy. I don't know how to say these words because I never use them. So there you go. I'm glad he's doing well. A beret could be nice to make also as a Christmas present. Like I said, it'll be on the list. I'm crocheting a beret at the moment. All right. So the reason everything is just backburning right now is because we want to get out what we've been wanting to get out for a long time. And what we've been wanting to get out firstly is first Thursday of the month, the Pretty as a Peacock Blanket, the zipped purse, I'm looking at my list, and of course the cardigan, which is the very main project on our list. Plus with first Thursday, you're going to see projects that will eventually go up on our website as well. So patterns that you don't see on the channel will be now posted in our first Thursday of the month, and you will see those items. And if you're interested in making those from the written pattern, you can do that. These are items that you won't see on the channel, and they'll be up on our website. You'll also see some of our items from the channel the patterns up on the website eventually. Some of them will be free and some of them will be a paid pattern. Yep. And I'm trying to get through the whole, I've got a lot of things to talk about here. I've had to keep looking down at my book. It's literally almost a page long. But I think when I leave like point forms, I don't actually leave a point form. I do a full sentence. And then I'm looking at trying to read that full sentence. It doesn't make any sense. But that's all right. I'm going back to point form next week. I thought I'll try the sentences so I'll just have to read what I'm thinking in my head. Yeah. But it doesn't work. You know, you miss a word and it's just mumble jumbles. So let's forget about sentences. Let's forget about it. All right. So we're going to start off this week with our first Thursday of the month. Now, that's definitely the very next video you will see come up. Directly after that one, we are going to do our zipped purse, which poor Mary Wanamaker's probably been waiting a long time. I don't know. 3 years? 3 years. 3 years. I don't think so. 3 weeks, maybe. 3 weeks, 4. Poor Mary Wanamaker. She's thinking, when's my zip purse coming? If you didn't know this, guys, and you're joining us new today, we have a thing called Live Antics, which we've put on hold for a little while until we catch up on all our projects. We're going to go back to Live Antics once we finish our purse. Get excited. Now, Live Antics for the newbies joining us. Firstly, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. For the newbies joining us, Live Antics is where I pop a whole lot of colours on the table of yarn that I have. I drop the camera. I get you to have a look at the colours. Then I pick up the camera and I say, right, I'm going to choose someone from our live to choose a colour combination. And I just pick someone. Then I drop the camera and that person chooses the colour combination for our very next project. So we are going to go back to that, but not until after I finish the purse. So you're probably looking at a couple of weeks before we go back to Live Antics again. And what have I missed? Okay, poor Harry's still waiting for his top. Hey, Marty, he will get his top before you guys get part, whatever it was, 4 of the top. I will have it done. I'll have it recorded, but I'm not going to edit it and do all that jazz yet because I really want to get the gear out. You guys will see the top on our first Thursday of the month in September. It won't be, it's August, which is not that long away. It's only a couple of weeks. So you'll see the top in its entirety. I will have a little video on the top, then I'll post it out. I'll finish all the projects that we need to do on the channel at the moment, and then part 4 will go up. So by the time part 4 goes up, he may get the top, which is a really good thing. I do have a private job on at the moment. It's taking a lot of my hours. It is a large blanket and it's going to get posted, we hope, by Tuesday of this week. So it's taking a lot of my hours at the moment. It's probably why you're not seeing as many videos on the channel, but that's one of those things. When a project comes in, it comes in and I have to get it done. But that's all right. Let's get on with what's happening this week on the channel. Well, no, let's talk about what we did last week, which was this week, really, because we're still in it. Monday, we did a preparation. I did a preparation for the Father's Day item, and that just meant fussing with stitches, fussing with projects, and then I came up with this scarf. Look how long it is. Now I mentioned that in the tutorial, the size of the scarf was the size of a 5 foot to 5.5, and then I had 5'6" to 5'9", and then 6 foot and over. But this scarf here did fit my son not too bad. It needed to be a little bit longer. But my son is in the next level. He wasn't in the size small. He's a little bit taller, yeah? So I could have made his size, but I wanted to make a size that I can actually use afterwards because he won't wear this. So it's pointless making his size, but it still fit him nicely. I thought it was long enough. So you could have got away, or you could get away with doing this scarf for anyone who's 5'6" or 5'7". You probably could have got away with anyone that age. The only reason I gave you those sizes is because a lot of fathers are a little bit more solid build, right? They're not so much the height, but also have a lot of solid. So when you wrap that scarf around their neck a little bit more, it becomes a little shorter than it was on my son. My son's kind of a little trim guy, you know. He's a gorgeously trim guy, right? I can say that because I'm mum, right? But there are a lot of, you know, fathers out there that got a bit more broad shoulders, bigger necks, and, you know, they need that space for the wrap around. So that scarf would have been a lot tighter, not so much tighter, but shorter on the average 5'7" or 5'8" fella. Yeah. But because my son is a little trim guy, it kind of fit him perfectly. Yeah. But this is made for the 5 foot to 5'5". Then you've got your neck size and your neck size. I just thought I'd let everyone know that, because some of my family were saying, wait a minute, Andrew's much taller than 5'5", and that fits him perfectly. And it did actually fit him perfectly. But like I said, he's a very trim guy, and it was easy for you to make a smaller size for him. So there you go. I just thought I'd let people know, because I had a couple of people message me saying, Andrew's a lot taller than, some people who knew me, who knows me in the outside world, they say, Andrew's a lot taller than 5'5". I said, yes, I know. It's all right. But there you go. So you could get away with it if you have a trim dad like my son. Then you could get away with using the small size. So just thought I'd let everyone know that. Tuesday was, I started the project for Father's Day. It took me a little while to get it done. Wednesday was live. I had to do some work on a blanket, so I couldn't do much for the scarf on that day. I finished it off on Thursday, and Friday I did the upload. Okay, so it did take a whole week to get that organized, only because I was doing personal jobs in the background. After the blanket that I finished, I need to do a pillow that I was in the middle of for my cousin's daughter who had a baby, and I never finished a pillow, so I need to get that done. So really there'll only be, over the next few weeks, 1 or 2 tutorials maximum up on the channel weekly. Yeah, but I'm missing all the chat. Let us say hello to everyone for the chat. I like the scarf. Christmas tree is my favorite shade. Christmas tree. Okay. Not sure what that means. Oh, that color. I see the shade of the Christmas tree. I got you. Okay. You're right, Marty. I was just thinking yesterday, what happened to his top? Because I couldn't find it on the playlist. It's there. He does have his own Harry top there on the playlist. He just doesn't have the final, it's not really much to do. It's just the front, really. Oh, no, it's attaching. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when we're ready. Frank is in the house. You didn't get a notification, I know. I think YouTube doesn't like me this week. But anyway, we won't go there. Rachel, hello, Rachel. Lovely to have you here. Lovely Rachel. She was one of our winners at the recent surprise. I have to talk to our other winners in a minute about that, which we'll talk about in a minute. Everyone's saying hello. You're welcome for the reminder. You're welcome for the reminder. You're welcome for the reminder. Oh, and you're talking about the reminder of the Harry top? I'm not sure, Anne. I missed something. I must have missed a chat somewhere, Dale. Talk to me about it. Talk to me about it. Oh, my gosh, look how bad the hair is. Oh, it's so sad. When my irons break, that's it. I have to go and buy them. They're very expensive too. Doesn't matter. We'll keep it curly for a month. We'll leave the hair curly for a month, because all we have to do is wash it, put a little bit of stuff in it, curl it up like this, walk away, and then that's the hair. That's the style for the day. All right. Well, I don't know. I got so sidetracked. On Wednesday, we did our live as normal, and today, obviously, is our live. Now, I've done this week's details for next week, this week, coming up this week. And I've also done the first 3 days of next week, so you can see what's happening. This week we are having business day on Monday. I've decided to do it Monday because I need to get out that blanket that I want to get out. So I've got to get that finished. And then on Tuesday, finally, you'll be getting first Thursday of the month. That's hilarious. It's just taking so long. It shouldn't be that long. Now, the first Thursday also has a little bit of information about the sheep show in it. So I just thought I'd pop very minimal in there. I didn't want to overdo it because you guys know a lot about the sheep show and what happened at the show and how it went. So you guys already know a bit about it. But I will pop a little bit in there just for fun, right? So that's coming definitely on Tuesday. That's the very next video you will see. The very next upload you'll see, not so much the lives and everything, but the very next upload you will see will be first Thursday of the month, but it'll happen on Tuesday, about 2 weeks later. But we won't go there. Wednesday will be our live as normal. Thursday, I'm doing that personal catch-up day with some personal items that I have here. Friday, we're doing the zip. Finally. Mary, breathe. Mary Wanamaker, not me, Mary. Mary Wanamaker, breathe, because our zip is finally coming on Friday. Now, let's talk about I don't even know why I'm rushing through this. I should take my time. Let's have a drink, everyone, in our pretty as a peacock cup. Yay, check it out. Check out those gorgeous colours. What? Look at the yellow in there. Let's get a close-up. See, there's our yellow right there. And now we're going to start doing the outsides, which are a lot darker. And you can see there's some purple there. And you can see some purple there and blues and greens and only a little bit of yellow in there. And that's where we are heading now on our blanket. Let me show you the blanket. Now, I haven't done much. In fact, I've only done like 1 and a bit row. Not even one. It's like half a row. So that's all it looks like right now. And there's the yellow coming along. You're wondering, I can't see the stitch. No, you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see it until after the 4th row. Oh, no, that's not true. I think the 3rd row you'll understand. And once I do the full row, you'll understand where this is going. Yeah. So we're starting off with the yellow. We're going to work on the darker colours, and then we're going to try a little bit of the purple, maybe 1 row of the purple, and then we're going to go into the darker colours again. I know we're not going to be using the purple very much. I don't know why I bought 2 skeins of it. It doesn't matter, because we can always use it on the channel. It is cotton after all, so we can use it for something else. We'll talk about that in the future. Yeah. And what have I missed? Any more chat? Franco, hi everyone. Franco, no, there's something in the way and I can't read it. No, for Father's Day. The idea for Father's Day, Anne McSee. You were the one that mentioned scarf, were you, hun? Yes? Was it you, Anne? Anyone? I think it was Anne. Was it Anne? Was it our beautiful Anne McSee? Was it? Anne, talk to me. Talk to me. Call me, Anne. No, don't call me. I won't answer. I am so bad with the phone. Look, I let the phone just ring. I watch it ringing out. I look at it. Oh, someone's ringing. Oh. If they don't leave a message, I don't get back to them. I am real. And you know the worst part is, traditionally, our generation, we'll say our generation, we used to get excited when the phone would ring. Oh, the phone, who's on the phone? Yeah, you pick it up and you're talking. Now we think, I don't want to look at that thing. We've got to the stage in our life where, get rid of that. And we would speak hours on the phone. Like we'd talk to our friends and whatever else and our family members and whoever else. And now when I look at the phone and it rings, I go, I'm really bad on the phone. This is why I spend a lot of time emailing and messaging. It's just so much easier. You get the point across and you don't have to waste 7 hours talking. She says as she loves to talk. So yeah, that's why I just don't answer the phone at all. I really don't. So bad. And if it's a customer and someone says she didn't answer the phone, bad luck, I'm not going to give her the job. Oh well, what's the job? I just have no patience for the phone. If it's a customer, please leave a message. I promise to get back to you by phone. I just don't like talking on it. I used to love it. I used to have a friend. I still do have the friend. I don't know. She's not gone. And I could speak to her for like 2 to 3 hours, just nonstop. And she was talking, and we were talking backward and forward. It was like tennis, you know. And it was a lot of fun. And that was maybe, the kids were 4 or 5. Now, neither of us like to pick up the phone. Bumped into her the other day at the shops. It was hilarious. I was in a hurry. She was in a hurry. What did we do? We sat down and had a coffee. As you do. So we just don't like the phone, but we do like to hang out. And we're going to hang out again next week as well. Not next week, this week. On Friday, party night. No, not really. I'll probably just sit there and have a coffee with her. What? All right, so let's get on with what's happening at the moment on the channel. And as you know, I was going to talk about First Thursday of the month, which I already have. But in reference to First Thursdays, you're going to see a lot more of our paid pattern information on our First Thursday, as well as the update of what happened last month, as well as what's happening this month, or, the next month for the channel, which is actually this month for the channel. And then you're going to see some projects, and I'm going to talk about projects that don't go on the channel, but will be up on our website. So you can have a look-see. If you find that you're, really read patterns really well and you would love to play with those patterns, then you can purchase them on the website. Now, I will also pop up special deals in that video. So you have to quote those deals, all those little numbers, discount numbers, whatever they are. And some of my subscribers who do pop in to our website and do put in donations as well gets their own little code, because the amount of money some people spend on the website for me, as one person really, she knows who she is, and she heads over to the website all the time and she makes donations. So, you know, I like to give those people that extra special deal, which is great as well. And if you have trouble doing that as well, don't stress. You'll also get a discount, and there will be a little discount code for anyone from the channel. You are my first priority anyways. So you actually are. You don't realize this. I had people say to me, do you just focus on YouTube? Do you not do anything else? And I said, no, not really. No, I do. I make my private projects that I have to send out to people. But I really do spend most of my life and most of my brain thinking is about what's going to happen on the next day or the next week on YouTube. Like I'm at the shops and I'm, you know, oh, you know, lollies, biscuits. Oh, Tim Tams. Hey, should I do a giveaway on the channel? It's like my brain is always thinking about the channel. And when I'm sitting in front of the television and I'm crocheting just some square that just keeps my mind busy, I'm thinking, I wonder if they would do this as a bag or as a purse. Would they like? I'm thinking, why am I thinking about the channel? I shouldn't be. When I sit in front of the TV, I don't want to think about anything. I just want to, you know, it's like, because I don't watch TV very much, that I just don't want to think. I just want to watch something that's going to keep my mind busy and away from work. And I'm still working. Always thinking about the channel. So you guys always get that very first choice of everything. And then everybody else gets it. Then everybody else gets it. All right. So I thought I'd talk about first Thursday of the month and get you ready for what you're about to see from now on first Thursday of the month. The zipped purse, as you know, is something that was chosen by Mary Wanamaker. We popped a whole lot of zip purses on zip purses. We popped a whole lot of zips, get it right, Mary, on the table, and Mary Wanamaker chose the zip color that she chose. And I didn't have the yarn at the time, so I went out and purchased. Well, I had yarn, but it didn't match the zip that she had chosen. So I had to go out and purchase the yarn, which is not in here at the moment. No, it's in the other room because I'm playing with the stitch. And she actually chose that zip. And then I found the yarn to suit. And then the show came up, the Bendigo, the Australian Sheep and Wool Show at Bendigo came up, and we still haven't done it. So it goes to show it's more than 2 weeks, because the show was mid-July. So it's been more than 2 weeks. Mary, don't hate me, hun. It's coming, I promise. So there you go. And that's, I just wanted to mention the zip purse definitely coming on Friday. Pretty as a peacock blanket. Right, now, fingers crossed that I can get part 4 ready for you. And I might be able to do it because I'm trying to work out 4 rows or 5 rows. And then I say, right, repeat these 5 rows for the next, whatever many rows that you want to do. And we'll talk about the measurements in that video as well. I'm trying to work that out. It's not happening completely. There is a section where I need to change a count stitch to make everything work in the round. It's all about, look, it's all got to match up. Otherwise your blanket will wobble or your blanket will turn up if it's not a correct count. Yeah. So I'm playing with a count to suit start again. I'm playing with a stitch to suit where I don't have to mess around much with count. The only thing I can think of at this stage is like you do your half double V-stitch, then you double V-stitch, then you double with a chain, and then you double with 2 chains, and then maybe you put a cluster of 3 double crochets, and then you start again, or you do a round of single crochets, and then you start again with that set, and you keep going. I thought of that, but I don't know whether that's going to work. Then I thought of something totally different, which is, I'm not going to tell you because I really like that one and I don't really want to tell you, but it's so basic. It's extremely basic, like very basic, but I just think it'll give that flow better. Better? I don't know what you want to call it. It'll make that look better. See where you see those lines? It'll make those lines look better. I'm guessing that's what will happen. Like you'll see the colours, but you'll see those little faint lines. I don't know. I'm trying to play with the stitch to make it look like the bird, so to speak. Maybe. Well, we're close. We're very close. Otherwise, I'll just stick to the V stitches, like your half doubles and then your V and then your V with a chain and then V with 2 chains and then your cluster. And then we start again. Maybe we'll do a round of single crochets. Don't quote me on it. We'll see. Maybe we'll do the single crochet row in the yellow because I don't want to use too much of the yellow for 2 reasons. One, I only have 1 skein. And 2, there's not a lot of yellow. All the yellow happened in the beginning of the blanket, which we are up to now. We are now, that part there. Let's see if I can show you what I mean. All of that there is that there. That is that bit like that. Right, the green, the yellows, and the blues there. The blue in the middle was that part of the bird there. Yeah. Then it broke up with a little bit of yellow, which is what we did. Is that trying to get it right? It's better to do it on the table. Maybe I'll do it on part 4 just for fun. So that blue right there with a little break in the middle is that yellow and the green right there. Yeah. And then we got right up to the start of the yellow, which was that one there. That's what I'm classifying, the start of it. And then it went into a little bit of purple, which you can't see. You can't see on the cup. It's hard to see. That cup is, it's not the best. It's not the best because what happens is they put the photos on these things and then naughty me chucks them in the washing machine. I mean, not the washing machine. Imagine that. Tosses them in the dishwasher and it takes off the shade a little bit. So I shouldn't put these in the dishwasher. They kind of shade. Everyone who's given me a cup, I've popped in the dishwasher and a lot of the things are shading. But they say don't wash them in the dishwasher. But, you know, yours truly, she still does. So there you go. So that blue there, the blue on top, sorry, is this blue right here that you see here. Yeah. And then we got into all of this, which is what I classify all of that. Yeah. You don't see the greens. I'll show you in the photo that I've got. In part 4, you will see a photo because I found one on my computer. I, for the life of me, don't remember where I got it from. It was been sitting on there because I transferred it. When I changed computers, I've transferred it non-stop for the past how many years I've had computers. So these are old photos that go way back. Let's just say way back since we first had computers. It goes to show. Because what I do is I find a photo. This is how I used to do things when I was younger. Find a photo I like. Well, not younger, well, not very young, but, 10 years ago. And I'd pop it up on the computer in a file and I called it photos I like, pictures I like sort of thing. I don't even know what I called it, but I know I found it on the computer, right? As you do. I typed in the word peacock and believe it or not, it came up. It came up into one file. I'm going to find the file again. But if all I have to do is type in the word peacock, I'll find it. And I found the photo and thought, that's it. I'm going to print it off before I do part 4. So you guys can have a look at my version of what I think that blanket looks like when it comes to the peacock. You might be able to understand what I've just said. You might not. It's probably better to look down with it when I'm at the workstation. I'll have the camera sitting right down on it and you can actually see where I think all that. I mean, it doesn't look like a real peacock because it's just round. It just keeps going around. Well, it started off as a square. No, it didn't. It started off as a round, went into the square, and then went back into the round again. We're going to keep it into the round. I like round blankets. I really do. I've never done one on the channel. Oh, no, I have. I did the hexagon blanket, and I turned that into the round from memory. I love playing with shapes. I love changing shapes. People say, right, you can't fit this in that shape. You can't fit. Who says? Who says? Let's try it. What can happen? It can fail. So what? We try it again. I love playing with shapes. I love changing shapes in the middle of blankets. I love doing things that people say you can't do with crochet. So, oh, you really can't do that. Says who? Did you try it? Let's try it. Let's fail and see if it works. Let's try it and see if it works. Do you know what I mean? Let's just try it. Just do it. Just do it. That's my motto. Just do it. If it fails, it fails. You know how many projects I have failed in the past because I've just did it and thought, well, that didn't work. Oops. But it's worth a try, and it worked well with the hexagon blanket, and I think it's working well with this blanket as well. So Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see at the end. Who knows what it's going to look like at the end, because I don't even know. I'm making this up as I go along. You guys think this is all in my designs. I have no idea what I'm doing. Isn't it hilarious? It's like the blind leading the blind. They were thinking, what? She doesn't know what she's doing. Nope. Don't you love it? Look, I do. I know what I like. But it's all about playing with, when you're designing something, this is like heads up. So you know, this is how I think. When you're designing things, just play with new stitches. Play with the old stitches as well. A lot of those are just basic singles, half doubles, doubles. I don't even think I've done a back loop on it. No, or a front loop, nothing. I've done crocheted drop down stitches, which is over the row before, the row below. I don't know, we've done a cluster, a group of stitches together as one. We've done 3 stitches together. It's all basic. A lot of it's just repetitive. Each row, the first 2 stitches or first 3 stitches are just repetitive sets. And that's why it becomes an easy blanket. People think such a colourful, bright blanket must be such difficult stitches looking at it, because a lot of it is solid and put together. But it's not. It's all basic stitches, just stretched a little bit, just, I don't know what to say, just repeated, but added different colours. Naughty people messaging me in the middle of my life. How do they? I love the people that I know. They all know I go on the live between 10 and 11:30 or 10 and 12 on a Saturday. They know I go on my live between 4 and maybe 4:30. 4 maybe 5:30 or 6 o'clock on a Wednesday. They know that. And it's the same people too. They still message me and I don't get back to them. Because I say, stop messaging me while I'm on my live. You know I'm on my live. How naughty are they? All right, so I just wanted to let everyone know that Pretty as a Peacock Blanket is coming. The next step is coming. If I get part 4 worked out before the end of the week, you will get part 4. And then you'll have an opportunity to head off on your own and do sets of each section until the size you want your blanket to be. And then we'll all meet up and do part 5, which will be a border row or 2 rows. I'm not really sure because I haven't worked out the border rows yet. I haven't decided. I've got 2 pattern designs in mind. When it comes to borders, you can do anything you like as long as your count matches up at the end of the round, okay? If you decide you don't like my border, you can actually count your stitches. We have to keep count of those stitches here. You can count your stitches or your sets, because we might be working in sets. And then you decide, right, my pattern suits an odd amount of stitches, or suits 3 plus 2 stitches, or suits 5 plus 7 stitches, or whatever your border, whatever your pattern that you would like to do. You can do your own border if you like. However, I'm going to have my border ready for you, so you don't have to think. If you don't want to think, you just want to do someone else's border, there will be a border on the blanket. So get excited. All right. So has everyone gone to sleep? I'm doing a lot of talking, and they're all there, but no one's chatting. Hello? Is anyone awake? Excuse me. Anyone? Hello? Shall I, set an alarm clock and wake everybody up? No one's talked for a while. It's been very quiet. All right, then maybe there's something wrong with the chat. I don't know. I'm hoping that's it. No one loves me. Do you like the crying? All right, so that's that. I just wanted to let everyone know what's happening with the Peacock Blanket. I'm trying to get it out this week, but I'm not going to give you a date. Like it could even pop up on a Saturday morning or a Sunday, just for the sake of getting it up, because I want to get it out at some stage. So I want to get the pattern right first. Now, the bonus of today is I'm on my own today for most of the day, and probably for most of the night as well. Maybe all of the night. No, I don't know. We'll see. I'm on my own for most of the day. And so that will give me an opportunity to have a play with the stitch without anyone interrupting me, which is always a good thing. It's hard to do design a stitch when people are in the room saying, does anyone have any milk? Do we know where the coffee is? Does anyone know has anyone fed the animals? You get all these questions and you think, stop, I'm trying to think. So there you go. All right, so that's that. All right, so we've got our first Thursday, we've got our zipped purse, we've got our pretty as a peacock blanket sorted out. Now, about the cardigan. The cardigan at the moment, I'm playing with the design again. The mistake I made was when I did the first design, I did the design to suit my body, which was what people do anyway. But I made it to suit my size, plus changed it a little bit for my arms because my arms were a little bit bigger at the top and really thin down here, which is really weird because I have really, it's the same as my ankles, the really tiny ankles but big legs, really tiny wrist but big arms, yeah? So I tried to make that cardigan that you saw suit my personal measurements, not so much the measurements for the large or the extra large. Or the extra large too. I don't remember how big I am. Let's just not go there yet. So I didn't make it to suit those particular numbers. That is the normal, how do I explain it? The normal measurements of the average size for my size. Okay. I changed it to suit my own design. Now I can't remember doing that, but when I've reread my pattern recently, I thought, oh, that doesn't suit the extra large at all. It kind of drops down to a large, goes back up to the extra large, gets right down to a medium, and then back up to an extra large one. You know, the next step, or two, whatever it is. Oh, that doesn't work. So I'm changing the pattern to suit. Then I'm going to send it off to get it tested and checked and make sure it's correct. We'll make sure the numbers are correct, because that's the count is what's really important when you are creating a cardigan in that sense, or a jumper or a top or anything, skirt, dress, whatever you're creating. If you don't get your measurements right, you are in trouble. Oh, and the swatch. You have to do a swatch. You know, you have to do a little, what is it called? A gauge, a swatch of the stitch. When you see a pattern and it says do a gauge, I'm telling you now, guys, do the gauge. It's going to change your pattern completely on your body. It's going to change your size if you don't do the gauge, because everybody's tension is different. Yeah. All right. So that's that. That's the cardigan. I'm done. See you. Good night. Is there anything anybody would like to ask or talk about in reference to our Father's Day scarf, or the pretty as a peacock blanket, or the zipped purse, or the cardigan, or the lives, or the first Thursday of the month? I'm done. Is there anything you'd like to ask me? I've noticed that the chat doesn't seem to have, it's not very popular right now. No one's chatting. So either there's something wrong with the chat, or there's something wrong with me. I'm so sad. Nobody wants to talk to me. There might be something wrong with the chat. Let's have a look at the chat. Oh, it seems all right. It's fine. You guys are not talking to me. What's going on? Maybe you are and I just can't get the chat up. Hello, anyone? Someone send me a private message on Facebook or Instagram if they can't talk on the chat, because I want to make sure it's not a chat issue. Send me a private message. Let's have a look. There is a private message there. That's nothing to do with us. Okay. Well, nothing to do with us. It's nothing to do with the channel at all. Anyone? Everyone went from talking too much to not saying anything at all. I'm starting to worry whether there's a chat issue. Can someone, if it's a chat issue, can someone send me a private message on Facebook or Instagram and let me know if it's a chat issue? I can't see the chat, which is really interesting. I can see it. I can see the past chat, but I can't see if anybody else has been talking over the past few minutes. It's been a while, since 10:19. And what are we on now? It's 10:45. There's a lot of chat on the live. You must not be getting it. No, I'm not getting it. Thank you. Who messaged me there? It's you, Mary. There's a lot of chat. Oh, is there? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, there's a lot of chat. So I'm not getting it at all. Thank you, Raylene, and thank you, Marty, for letting me know. That's very interesting. What's that? Let's see what that is. Let's go live chat and see. Oh, here we go. No, that didn't work. Oh, here we go. I've got it now. Oh, here we go. I think I got it. I don't know what happened there. All right. We're sleeping. Okay. No, we've got some chat. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've missed so much. This is hilarious. I have missed so much. I do apologize, guys. I don't know what happened, why that happened, but here we go. I found it. Oh, we got that part. Good, we've got that. I bought 2 skeins of every color. This is where I got up to, Karen. I bought 2 skeins of every color. Let's try and go back. It's going to take me ages. Color for the peacock blanket, but still waiting for the pattern hint. Yes, that's coming. Monday, probably. Fingers crossed. Whenever I get a call from a number I don't recognize, look how far back this went. Oh my gosh. Rather than answer it like a grown up, I Google the number instead. I love that, Marty. I Google all the numbers. I'm terrible like that. Everyone's laughing. Marty, get in the corner. We had a scam. We had a scam the other day. My son answered. They claimed to be at the bank, and they asked if his name. He said Charles. I'm not saying anything to that. Nora, is it Nora? Hello, Nora. Lovely to have you here. I do apologize for not seeing this message before, Laura. I haven't seen anyone's messages. What? Hello, everyone. Hello, Nora. I'm following you from Saudi Arabia. Hey, Saudi Arabia. Welcome. Welcome to Melbourne. Can you tell me what is the name of the stitch in the green shawl? That's actually a scarf. And I will talk about the scarf in a minute. You can find the tutorial on the playlist. Thank you, Franca. It's the very last tutorial we did, Nora. So you can actually make, that's called the Royal Ridge scarf, all right? Royal Rib stitch, ridge. It's actually the Royal Ridge stitch. So there we go. If I can remember right, yes, Royal Ridge stitch. I'm listening intently, Mary, says Franca, thank you. Right. Just made food and coffee, putting the washing on. Well done, Rachel. You can come and do mine if you like. Sorry, I'm busy. Achoo, says Marty. Not a chance to chat. Yes, I don't care. Don't talk to me anymore. I don't want to know. Don't you love it? That's a lot of work, and I do appreciate it's beautiful. Mine is too. Yes, got that. Thank you, Corrine. I'm going to get my... Oh, you're going to get your hair cut. Oh, green butterfly, have a nice haircut. I too am busy chewing. Says Teresa, great minds think alike. Yes, chew. Enjoy green butterfly. That's correct. I'm still up, still in bed because it's too cold to get up. Stay in bed and enjoy it. Yvonne, someone bring breakfast to Yvonne. I was hoping Marty you do. No, everybody stop knitting and start crocheting. Thank you very much, dear Franca Perotti. Yes, thank you. The pattern is the very last pattern, Nora. It's the very last thing we did. There we go. I'm actually crocheting a corner to corner. Just thought I'd mention the K word for a reaction, but I'm still learning to achoo. I'm not even going to say the word anymore, Marty. I learned to achoo first before crochet, says Rachel. She learned to sneeze before she started crocheting. Oh, I love it. I love it. We're sleeping, says Karen. Yeah, I'm here, says Yvonne. I'm glad you're here. I do apologize. I don't know what happened to the chat. I pressed a button, and what it said was that it was on, not on all chat. It was on some top chat or something. I'm making my dad a Spider-Man doll for Christmas. Yay, Rachel, go you. I was listening while downloading a tutorial. So there you go. All right, so I do apologize for the chat, guys. I'm so glad I played with it. I'm so glad I asked you to send me the private messages, guys. And I thank you to the 3 who did, Raylene, Marty. And I think the last one was who was the last one? Franca, I think it was. So, yeah, we've got the chat up and running now. So, I don't know what that was all about. It just went missing completely. But we're here and we're still going. All right. Just they're thinking, what did she do? I must have knocked a button before I started the live. I don't remember doing that. But, hey, it's me. Anything's possible. When I start doing things, things happen. Not always for the good either. Things go wrong all the time. I think I need to have, because I'm a klutz, I fall over things, I trip. I need to have a camera, like you know, those live shows. I need to have a camera following me everywhere. It would be a massive sitcom. It really will. You guys will be laughing all the time. I found myself even laughing. People must think I'm mad in the street. Even laughing when I'm walking down the street, things happen, or when I'm in the supermarket, or when I just want to have a coffee at the coffee shop. I find myself laughing at the silly things that happen to me. That was the ultimate. I've missed all the chat, all the chat. You know what, Marty, when you do something like that, you need to put, no, don't do it capitals because it sounds like you're yelling. The L should be, all the L's should be capitals. Because you know how I do it. Like I say, because, and the cause should be capitals. Yeah. All the L's in all the chat should be capitals. But that's yelling online, I think, isn't it? I think need to find something to make my mum for Christmas present. Well, Rachel, we are coming up September, the first, so I can get it out now. The first Thursday of the month in September, we start talking about Halloween. Actually, we usually do Halloween in August, but that's beside the point. We start talking about Halloween, and Christmas comes up in the next one. All righty, yep. All righty. Thanks, Anne. And we start talking about Christmas. But what I'm going to do this year instead, we're going to do on the first Thursday of the month of September, we're going to do Remember September, and we're going to talk about Halloween. After that video, we're going to do a live here on the channel, normal Saturday live, not so much a Wednesday live, but the Saturday live after the first Thursday of the month. And then we're going to do a little chat about all the projects that you would like to see as Christmas projects. Now, I've already started doing some things for Christmas, but I've put them aside because I want to catch up on these past few weeks that we've missed on the channel. The sheep show did put me behind quite a lot. So I need to catch up on what I've got. Then we're going to talk about Christmas on the live. I'm going to get everyone to give me some ideas of things they would like to see for Christmas. Not just some Christmas decorations or something like that, but even projects for family and friends. I've got to have a drink, guys. Give me a second. I'm about to cough. I'm trying to hold back. Cheers. Rachel says she's already made a giant candy cane. Oh, wow. That's great. Giant candy cane. Don't you love it? I love it. And I've done a candy cane tablecloth in the past. Not tablecloth. Table runner. A candy cane table runner for Christmas. It's here on the channel. You can check that out. Made with basic stitches. It's made in a granny square using 2 different colours. You start the square, you come to the corner, you change colour, you go down there, then you turn around, go back, change the colour and go back. And you do that, you do it to a certain size. Then you stitch your squares together, putting all the colours matching to match a candy cane, like in a spiral. It's all explained on the tutorial. And then you do a little border if you like. What? It's just gorgeous. It looks like a candy cane. So there you go. Hi all, popped in my feed. Hi everyone. Hello Teresa Sigmund. Teresa, are you new? We've got another Teresa in the house. She's actually my sister. But are you new, Teresa? Welcome. If you're not new, I'm sorry I've missed you. But if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot of fun on the channel. Our lives are a lot of fun. Sometimes we're a little bit silly. And sometimes someone like me forgets to put the chat up and thinks no one's talking to me. What? Oh, it's happened again. I'm a bit like a candy cane, sweet but twisted. Oh! Marty, get in the corner. You are new. Welcome, Teresa. Lovely to have you here. Don't forget, we've got hundreds of tutorials here on the channel. If you're looking for anything, just go through our playlists and check where, whatever it is that suits you, what you like. Like when I look at people's playlists, I go straight to, let's just say for argument's sake, you don't know this, guys, but I do other things. I look for other things on YouTube that are not crochet related. So I look up things like 80s music, which I've always done, yeah? Or I look up things like exercise videos, which I do occasionally, but not a lot, as you can tell. Dance videos, I love to dance, so I put those up. And I put them up while I'm crocheting. So if I have the 80s music on while I'm crocheting in the background, which is just something I've done in the past. So I go through people's playlists. So I go through a playlist that says the 80s playlist. and I use that playlist to find out what I like. And that's what you guys should do. Find an item that you like, look for what you like, find that playlist of tops or playlist of blankets or playlist of whatever, and you find what you like from there. Otherwise, just go through all our videos, which could take you hours. I'm always very well behaved. Franca says she's always well behaved. Don't believe it, Teresa. She's not. She's cheeky. I crochet and love all types of needlework. Well, I've done sewing in the past. I haven't done needlework. I've done a lot of sewing in the past, actually, more sewing than knitting. There's my allergy. It comes out all the time. And then mostly crochet. You are very entertaining. Marty's, we can always rely on Marty to be our comedian on the channel. He's our comedian. Look, I have to start paying you soon, Marty, for these jokes. I really will. Don't mind us. We're a bit crazy, but in a good way. Yes, Teresa, we like to have a lot of fun here. We can get a little bit out of control, but it's a good out of control. It's not to hurt anybody. We just have too much fun, as you do. Sounds like a fun place to be. We do have some fun. Sometimes I get up to some silliness on the live and I entertain them, and sometimes they entertain me. And it's like tennis. We, backward and forward, and we have way too much fun. Sometimes it's just way too much fun. I walk away sometimes from the live thinking, what just happened? What on earth just happened? And I bet they walk away thinking, she's nuts. She's lost the plot. Do you knit, Teresa? Mary loves knitting. Achoo! Mary does not love knitting. Stop that. I can knit, Teresa, but I have to say Teresa 1 and 2 now. Oh, you know what? We'll call Teresa, my sister, we'll call her T, Auntie T. Yeah, and then we'll call the other Teresa, Teresa. So we know. I'm the best behaved in the group. Teresa, don't believe Franca. Very little knitting, but I have an Addy. Oh, you have an Addy. Okay, Addy's nice. All right, Teresa, we got so sidetracked. Someone new comes in and we all start being silly. Everyone calls me Tree. Oh, you're Tree. Okay, so this is really confusing. We've got tea and tree. Tea tree. Tea tree oil. She's lost the plot, guys. That's it. And then there are times where I lose the plot and I can't control. Tea tree. That's funny. And I thought I made jokes, Franca. Oh, no. I'm going to start crying in a minute. Tea tree. That's cute. So we've got an Auntie Tea and a tree. Tea tree. All right, everyone. We know who we're calling who what. Because we're going to get confused. I mean, I'm going to get confused. You guys are okay. Not much. It doesn't take much to confuse me. We have tree, but what about 1 and 2? You must be Italian, Marty. The Italians say 1, 2, 3. Tea tree oil. Tea and tree together. See, tree. I'm confused now. See, tree. This is what happens when tea and tree are on the same live chat together. She's lost the plot. She's lost the plot, guys. Let's talk about the Peacock Blanket. It's lovely, don't you think? Just lost the plot now. This is going to confuse me. It doesn't take much to confuse me, Teresa, with the tree. Not Teresa with the T, because Teresa with the T knows. Teresa with the tree doesn't. Here's our blanket, guys. Look at the close-up stitch. That's just, I got so sidetracked. That's just the half double crochet V-stitch. No chains in there. Just a half double crochet, yeah? Looks like I can fit right in here. Oh, you will. Trust me. After a few weeks, you may get some stage where you may get me out of control, where I just can't control myself, and you guys love it. I know you guys love it. When I lose the plot, you love it. And sometimes you guys, I should say, you try to make me lose the plot. I know you do. But I don't mind. I love losing the plot. It makes life a lot, it makes life a lot easier if we just relax on our lives. I talk about the projects, as you see. The first part of this live was just non-stop chat about the projects. But most of the times we just relax and have a good time on the live. A good time on the live with tea and tree. With tree and tea. And Marty, oh, hang on, here we go. Tea tree Marty. No, Marty tree. Marty tree. I just lost the plot now. Reagan says you have nothing on me, says Marty. Just wait until you're invited to join Teresa. To join us in the corner. Yeah. So Teresa, when you're naughty, you get sent to the corner. The naughty corner. There's a naughty corner. Is there a weekly program? Yes. Teresa, I'm not sure where you're from, but we're from Melbourne, Australia. Our weekly live is every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. So no matter where you're from, find out when 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time is on, and that is the time you get on for the live. And also, we have a Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. again, Melbourne, Australia time live. Every other video you see are tutorials. We do sometimes do surprises. They're actually giveaways. I call them surprises. It's to get rid of the naughty people who get on our channel and start saying, you've won, click on this link. Never click on a link. I never ask you to do that. So sorry about that. I'm losing my voice, guys. But you never, ever click on a link that someone else has sent on our channel. Never do that, because they're just bad people and they're just troublemakers. There you go. You like that? Hello, Sherry. Lovely to have you here. Beautiful Sherry's in the house. Try, Mary. I have never failed to distract you. You've been very naughty, Frank. Get in the corner with Marty. We haven't had a yarn dance in quite a while, Paula. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. I have been a corner child for years. That's all right, Teresa. You're going to fit into well here. You're from the USA. All right. So just marry up the times if you get an opportunity, Teresa, to marry up those times. We do we kind of relax a little bit on the lives. It's not like I try to be strict in my tutorials as well, but sometimes I lose the point there as well. I do lose the plot a little bit on those. You don't see that because our tutorials can go a long time. So I like to cut out all the silliness that I do. But I'm starting to keep those little silly antics in a file somewhere, and I'm going to pop them all on like a bloopers video or a silliness video. So you guys get an opportunity to see another side of me that you don't see. Especially the other day. You missed the other day. It was hilarious. I set up the workstation. I had the cameras ready. I had the yarn ready, the hook. I was doing this project. And I got halfway through it and I realized, not even halfway through, it was the first 10 minutes, realized that the color was way too dark for the channel. So I started doing it in red, even though I had the rose started in the green. You see it on the table. But I started doing it in red because it was hard to see the green online. And every time I tried to start one stitch, I'd say, right, this is how you do the single crochet. And then you hear the dog go, it was so loud that I thought, oh, okay, well, we'll have to do that again. So I stopped for a second, let him bark, and I went, he stopped, good. Anyway, as I was saying, this is the way. This just went on for like 10 minutes non-stop. And I thought, what am I going to do now? I'm not going to be able to record. So I stopped recording, went outside, I don't know, gave him a pat, didn't know what he was barking at. And he doesn't bark, this dog, right? People can stand at the fence. He doesn't bark. He just stares at them. But something was annoying him. So I went outside, pat him, came in. Everything was fine, right? I've got more to talk about. That's hilarious. Dance Mary, it's 9:04 Eastern time in the USA. Okay, I'll party. I never left the corner to this day. Frank is permanently in the corner. It's 2:03 a.m. in the UK, well, where Franca is. It's meant to be a crochet channel, but in fact, it's fun with a bit of crochet thrown in. It is. Just watch the scarf tutorial. I'm glad you did, Sherry. And in that tutorial, you'll notice there's a lot of chop in between sections. And that's because we had, and this was part of the video as well, we had the neighbor next door a few weeks back. Well, it wasn't a few weeks ago. It's about a week ago. Our fence went down at the side, right? And I remember talking to you guys about it. The wind blew and the whole fence just went down. It happens. And he comes up that day and he starts banging. And every time I started saying, yarn over your hook, chop, 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 chop. And then you hear the dog, rah, 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 rah. I'm in fits laughing at this stage because I couldn't control myself. every time I tried to record, this would happen. So I try to save as many of those as I can, and I'm going to pop them in like a video at the end of the month or something, funny videos or bloopers or something, and you can have a laugh at my expense because it happens. Yeah. 9:05 where Yvonne is from, but it's Friday for us, Sherry B. Okay, yes, it's Friday. It is Friday there. It is Saturday here, Saturday morning here in Melbourne, Australia. Apparently, I'm not sure if anybody is from Melbourne, but there's some sort of craft event or some sort of, it's more of an arts event happening in Coburg today. If you are around Coburg, I don't know the area. It's on Facebook. I saw it literally before I got on and thought, oh, I should have taken all the details down. I didn't. I don't know whether I'll go to that. Check it out. Who knows? You might have to book that in advance. I might not be able to get in, but it's an event. And usually I know about all the events that are local. Now, Coburg is about, I don't know, 8 minutes drive from me, 10 maximum. Might be a little bit more if we've got a bit of traffic, but it's local. For me, it's very local, and I'm curious to find out what it is. It's not the usual store that they have once a year in May. It's not that. It's something totally different. So I'm very curious. Anyway, watched it then and realized it's going to take me forever because my son is 6'2". You're going to have to make the big one, Franca. And I tell you what, those rows, one row takes a long time. Now, I don't know how fast you are. I was crocheting very slowly because I had the blanket that I was working on as well for a private job. So that each row was taking me, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe more. Yeah, who knows? Franca, good luck. Yes. Akron here. I'm not sure what that means. I'm in Western Australia. Sorry, I meant to say okay, that's all right. You're in Western Australia. So are you 3 hours in front of us, Yvonne, or what? I'm not sure. Oh, no, don't tell me now. I will want to go. I don't know what it is, Rachel. I think it's more of an arts event, but I'm sure it said arts and craft. So I don't know what that means. It might just be arts with paintings and drawings, and you can purchase paints and you can purchase crayons and you can purchase like pencils and things. I think that's what it means. I don't think it means our craft, like the crochet and the achu world. That's knitting, by the way, Tree, if you're still on. Whenever you hear me sneeze, that means I'm saying the word knitting, achu, because I'm allergic to knitting. I'm 6 foot. Oh, you're 6'2". Wow, I could wish for only having a little bit of height, Yvonne. Yeah, you should see me at the supermarket. Ugh, I'm like this. Come on, I can reach. I start standing on things. I fall over. And then someone who's 7'10" comes over and says, here you go. And I like, when I see someone tall, I actually look for them now. Come here. And they're thinking, oh, what's wrong with her? Come here, I've got something for you. What? Can you grab that down for me? I'm so bad. I am so bad when I'm out and about. People must think she's nuts. I once, you know the song It's Raining Men? It was on in the supermarket one day. And I had to reach up to grab the cat biscuits up the top shelf. And they were pushed right back. And I couldn't reach them. So what am I doing? It's raining men. Hallelujah. I'm dancing in the supermarket. People are looking at me like, what's wrong with that chick? I sometimes lose the plot. I'm nice and quiet, just take my time shopping, and then all of a sudden a fun song comes on and I'm ready to dance in the supermarket. Grocery shopping. Gosh, I feel sorry for our local area. So you're 5'1", you're 5'1" also. Oh, I'm tiny as well, guys. I'm itty bitty as well. Little itty bitty. Just a bit wide, but itty bitty. I'm going to need... I would make one for me, but I hate things around my neck, and people, hang on, oh, and people will only be tempted to strangle me. But don't come to the corner, Franca, because it's too close to me. I actually don't wear scarves. You've never seen me wear one. I don't wear scarves. I did try on the Frankiki scarf and I tried on all the scarves for photos, right? But I don't wear them. I truly don't wear them. I don't like anything around my neck. I actually don't like wearing cardigans, yeah? And I wear them during winter because the weather is cold, obviously, but I don't like anything on my arms. I like wearing like short sleeve tops. I like to keep cool. with my arms. I do like my neck. Like I like those necks that go like that. I don't like the chest open because I get cold. But I don't like wearing, cowl necks and things like that. I don't like it. It's very restricting. Very restricting. She says that she's supposed to be a crochet artist or crochet designer. It's called crew neck. The round one's not called crew neck. That round one that goes around that way, what's it called? I don't think it's called crew neck. I think there's another word for it. I know I did sewing all those years. You think I'd remember? It's so long ago, though. I don't even remember what I did yesterday. You want me to remember all those years? No, I do. I remember what I did yesterday, and I remember what I did when I was 2 years old, but I can't tell you what I did 5 weeks ago. I'd like to be 6'2". I'm sick of climbing on a chair to put clean big arms away. I don't even drink beer. You sound like me, Claptrap. We call it a snood. Okay. I have knitting patterns for both a V-neck and a crew neck. Okay. All right. So it must be crew neck. I think in the sewing world, I don't think it's called crew neck. I think it's called something else. Let me think about it and get back to you on it. We'll call. No, don't ring me, Teresa. I won't answer. No, I will. I'll answer to you. I answer to family. No, but I do answer to people I know, right? I try not to because then it means I'll be talking to them for hours. But I don't like the phone at all. If we could avoid the phone, like if we could walk around, come on, someone invent this, where you walk around and someone rings you and then there's like this little image that comes up and they're talking to you on that image. Someone invent it. Come on. We're living in a scientific world. Let's invent it. You answer, but not on the live. No, I don't answer on the live. When I'm on my live, I'm on my live. When I'm devoting my live to my subscribers, all 16,900 and something subscribers. We are this close to 17,000. Last time I looked, it was 16,988. Someone go and check out how many subscribers we have at the moment. Go and check it for me. I wish I had my other phone in here. I should have the other one in here. Someone go check me out. Say exactly how many I have. And then come back. I have made a snood. Yes. Are you thinking of a polo neck, Mary? I am actually, Claptrap. I actually am, because a lot of people have asked me for polo neck, and they have sent me private messages way back from a couple of years ago, which I never ever did. But I'm seriously considering it. It seems to be very popular. Personally, I don't wear them, but it seems to be very popular. A lot of people like them, so I'm considering it. My height also has its disadvantages as well. It'll be the near future. Some people already see that. That's video chat, Mary. No, I mean walking down the street. Oh, 16,900. But do you know exactly 900? Is it 988, 989, 990? Because I saw it this morning and it was 980 something. I thought, ooh, very close. Polo neck is a lot higher than recent ones I mentioned. Yeah, well, I'm thinking of making something with a polo neck. It's not for me, but it's, for the channel, maybe even for my website as well. And also one for the round neck, and also one that goes across this way. We've done one of those, 16.9, yes. Does anyone know 16.9, how much 16.9 is? Like, is it 16.980, 16? I'm so close to 17. That's why I'm curious. Sometimes it hits it straight away, and sometimes the next day later I've got like 30 subscribers and don't know where it came from. So, not that I'm complaining. When we get to 20,000, guys, it's going to be a massive giveaway. Massive, huge, massive. So let's just keep telling our friends, the dog, the cat, everybody else to subscribe. So we could do a massive giveaway. Oh, surprise, I mean. I still can't get used to the word surprise. Maybe we can't see. Oh, no, there is a way you can. I like boat neck. Boat neck's the one I'm thinking about, and square neck. Boat neck. Why am I thinking about that one? Oh, it's more like that. That's more, yes, that's the boat neck. That's right. All right. Well, look, let me play with some stitches anyway in reference to polo, because I have been seriously considering it for a couple of years. Someone did message me about 2 or 3 years ago, and I put it on the list, on the back of the list. It's on my book. And I'm, like I said, I go through that list, and I know I'm getting close to the polo list. So keep that in mind. I wore a polo neck many moons ago and thought I was going to die. I actually, in my 30s, I wore skivvies that went right up to here. Not up to the top. They just went up to here. They rolled up and then they turned down a bit and they just right along there. And I wore them for a very long time in my 30s. It was like every late spring, early spring, let's try this, every late autumn or fall in some countries, all the way through winter and every early spring. I wore skivvies almost every day. And they're called, some people call singlet skivvies, but our skivvies are the ones that have the little polo neck, go normal jumper, like a long jumper thing, and it has a polo neck as well. I wore them all the time. Turtleneck, says Anne McSee. Turtle, yes. Yeah, I wore those skivvies all the time. And it's funny because now I can't wear them. Party for polo mock turtleneck. Party for polo mock turtleneck. Mock turtleneck. Is that what it's called? A mock turtleneck. That's interesting. These are all fun names, actually. I have to go through and have a play. As I'm talking to you now, I'm thinking, what can I make with a mock polo neck? That's, a polo, the crew neck. What can I make? Oh, I've already got 5 projects in my head now. As I'm speaking to you, bang, 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 all these projects are going up. I wore skivvies, long sleeve sweaters, and I cannot wear them. That's true, neither can I any longer. That is why I wear vests instead. Same here. You are going to see me wearing a lot of crochet vests over the next year, guys. I have one like that. You're going to see a lot of vests. The bonus is, obviously, we'll be making some on the channel. Yay! And some of them will also be tutorials on not tutorials, some will also be paid patterns on our website. We have someone in the driveway. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not looking out. The window's over there, but I've got a mirror there. Might be the neighbours. I've never seen that car here before, though. There you go. I got so sidetracked, didn't I? Well, if it's anybody for us, they'll knock and they'll say, go away. I'm doing my lives. Do you mind? Go away. Unless it's a delivery. Ooh, could it be a yarn delivery? Yay! No, it's not a yarn delivery. I haven't ordered any yarn. Doesn't mean I can't get any. Someone send me some yarn. No, I don't need yarn. Trust me, I don't need yarn. I was going to mention also the bonus this week about me having Pizza Man. Oh, I'm not allowed to have pizza. It's not on the diet. Oh, I forgot to tell you I'm dieting again. I'm down 1 kilo this week. Yay! I'm working out. I forgot to mention it. I should have mentioned it. I'll talk about that in a minute. Thanks for that. I never understood the difference. There's so many different neck sizes, Frank. I might go through it on the channel one day just for fun. I forgot to mention, guys, I started dieting a little bit this week, although I didn't break it last night because I had, yes, we won't talk about it. So I started dieting again. I have been working out every day. But when I say working out, it's walking exercises, which I actually do on my channel. I have a playlist on my channel of workout videos, like a walking exercises or workout videos. They're not my videos, they're someone else's, and I use their videos to work out with. So whatever you see in that playlist, they're the videos I use as workout videos so that I don't get bored of just walking on a treadmill or something. I do those workout videos in my lounge room, on the TV in my lounge room, on a seafood diet, seafood and eat it. Yes, I know that diet, Sherry. I've been on that diet for years, which is why I need to be on a proper one now. Excuse me. So, yeah, I've been on a diet. It's been a week. I've lost 1 kilo already. But I do this, guys. I go on these diets. I lose about 5 kilos, 10, 15 even. And then I stop. And within a week, I've put on 6. As you do. Jumper cardigan and small circle square tutorial. Not sure what you mean there, Franca, but if it's something I haven't done, it goes on the list and it'll be a massive waiting list. It's a real big waiting list. I need to actually do when I do my first Thursday of the month, I'll go through that list. It's in this book and it's in the other book, which I haven't transferred all of them over. The reason I have 2 books is because I finished the other book a couple of weeks ago and I started this new one and I haven't transferred them all over. I've transferred some of them, but I haven't transferred them all over. Congrats, me. I know that feeling. Well, I have to I have no choice. I'm not losing weight because I want to look great. That's a good thing too. I'm losing weight for health reasons. So, you know, you've got to do what you've got to do. Oh, look at my hair. It's so bad. See what happens when you don't have an irons? Oh, it's so bad. Oh, my hair, not my hair. Yeah, so, yeah, get ready to see a different body in about, I reckon, 6 weeks' time. I reckon in 6 weeks' time, if I lose a kilo a week, I could lose 6 kilos, but I won't. 6 weeks' time, I'll probably lose about 4 kilos. My diet always starts Monday. Finishes Tuesday afternoon, doesn't it? Sherry, I'm always on a seafood diet. Yes, always starts Monday. Always, I get it, always starts Monday. Because Saturday and Sunday, there's no diet. Oh, Friday. Last night, oh my gosh. You don't know what I ate last night. Oh my gosh. It was like a pack of savoury shapes. A whole box by myself. I was sick as a dog this morning. I had some beer. A lot of beer. And I was sick as a dog this morning. Yeah, okay, so I drink beer. Get over yourself. Not everybody has to drink wine, you know. Polo neck, very long fold. Yes, doubled, yes. Means you don't need a scarf. Yes, great for winter sports when you cannot have dangly parts. Yes, that's right. We used to have polo necks years ago. Do you want me to come over and iron your hair the normal way by using a clothes iron instead? Well, that's the way it used to be done in the old days, Teresa. The small square you did think is what was a coaster. The small square I did. I don't know, Franca. I'll think about it. I don't know what you're talking about. I like Blue Moon. Oh, I just like it. I don't care what label it is. I'm pretty bad like that. A lot of people think, oh, you know, she's so sweet. We bet she likes a nice glass of red or white. No, give me a beer. I do like wine. I do, but I'm more into I love a beer, but now it makes me sick. It makes me bloated and sick and blah. And so I was pretty sick this morning. I actually didn't have a good sleep because of it. My stomach was turned up. I like your hair like that. Well, it's going to change because my irons are broken. My straightening irons are broken. They're finished. I said to everyone last week, my irons are making funny hissing noise. Doesn't sound good to me. And look, we've had them for years. We bought these irons when my daughter was young. That's how long we've had them for. She used it. I used it. We both used it for years. We both used it. And then, you know, she's moved on and living somewhere else. So she bought her own irons. But we used them for years together. And then I used them for years together. And they're gone to the heavens. Right in the middle of ironing, which side did I get started? I got this part started. What I do is I do the front bits first. And then I start working on the back. So the back hasn't been worked on at all. You can't see the back. In fact, this is starting to come out now. It's starting to stick out. They're usually straighter. It's usually flatter. But you'll be seeing curls now because I don't have straightening irons. You'll be seeing curls more often. Oh, well. That's life, you know. I'll think about what straightening. I'll do my homework. Who can tell me the best straightening irons that they have? Does anyone use a straightening iron for starters? Marty, do you use a straightening iron? How long's your hair? Sherry, our fave is Blue Moon also. Well, I don't know some of these labels because you're from overseas, guys. So some of those labels we don't know. I went to the gym today. When I got back, I ate more calories and I lost it. Exercise is bad for you. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. It's so yummy. I know, right? Oh no, Sherry, we're pretty bad. Oh, you can see I had a bad night. The eyes are they're really sore today. Yeah, I had a really bad night. I was awake between 1 and 5. I went back to sleep probably around 5-ish. And then I woke up at 8 and thought, oh my gosh, I got the live. The pink and white circle into a square. Mary, come on, you know the one. Pink and white circle. I don't know. Let's do pink plus white circle into a square. Now, I'm not sure what you mean, but what do you want to ask me about it, Franca? I've forgotten the whole question. You know that. Is that what it is, Sherry? I didn't drink that much, but I tell you what I did. I think I ate too many of those savoury shapes. Made my stomach turn. I used to straighten my hair in my punk teen days in the early 20s. Have no hair now, so nothing to straighten. Well, I have hair, but a lot of it... Actually, you know what? The straightening irons have actually burnt my scalp a little bit, so they're not good for you. But don't worry about it. You know, at least your hair's easy. You wash it, you get up, you're done. Hello, I'm done. You get up. I mean, the other way around. You don't wash it before you get up out of bed. Wash it after you get up. You like that. You get out of bed, you have your shower, you walk out, you're done. With me, I have to sit there and I'm playing and fussing and pulling and carrying on. Nothing's working. So you're going to see more curls over the next few weeks. Sorry, guys. It's going to be curly. Back to curls again until I can work out a really nice straightening iron. Does anyone know any good straightening irons? My hair is so messy. My hair's all... You don't want to see what I look like in the morning. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I think, what's that? What is that creature? It's like, and there's this patch right here that just, it's just like everything's up to here. From this length here is right up to here, and it's all just like woof. And there's this bit right here that just sticks there. It's like, it goes like this. Woo! The rest is okay, just that one bit there. Nothing wrong with me with curly. I don't like curly. I've never liked it curly, Cherry. I have always wanted straight hair. Did I tell you what I did once? Teresa will remember this. I got so frustrated with my hair that I went like this and just went chop. And I went like this and went chop. And I had these patched things here. And my sister Sarah, she had to cut my hair really short to get rid of the chop, to get rid of... It was like patches right there. And actually I put combs in there. So people thought... I did it until it took forever to grow out, right? People thought I just had combs in my hair all the time, but I actually had patches there. Everything was all... Because in the old days, my hair was like this. It kind of went like that. It was huge. It was massive. And my sister Sarah tried to fix it, but it was a mess. I used to dye my hair in lots of colours. The worst was when it came out light blue. I looked like an 8-year-old man. Blue, red, British. Just needed to add curls for full look. That's funny. The woman in the mirror is naughty. I was very bad, Frank. I would have been, I think I was 15 at the time when I just decided... I got so frustrated with it. It made me so angry. I wasn't young. I was a teenager. Just got frustrated. I put pink in my hair. Oh, I'm going to have to cut it short one day. Oh, my goodness, Marty. Marty's very funny, Teresa, or Tree. Marty's very funny. Look, it wouldn't be as much of a fun channel if Marty was not on. So he does liven up the place. He sent me funny photos that we've put up, which I haven't put up in the frame yet, Marty. You're probably thinking, where's my frame? I shaved my hair while I was training to be a masseuse. Customers were afraid to shake my hand in case my baldness was contagious. Oh, claptrap, that's hilarious. That is so funny. That is hilarious. Like my son did that when he was young, but he was like 4 years old. I was 15. Yeah, he was 4 years old when he did it. Oh no, he was younger than that. He would have been 3. We gave him, the kids' scissors, and they, we had crafts for kids when they were young. We set it up on the table. We had crafts for them and they played. And he said, Mum, I want to keep playing. I said, all right, you keep playing. And we went into the lounge room, left him in the kitchen. Big mistake. And then it went quiet. And we all looked at each other and thought, wait a minute, he's way too quiet. We go in there, is everything all right? And he cut all this part of his head right with the scissors. He didn't want to show me. So I walked in this way and he's like this, yeah, everything's good, Mum, everything's good. And I said, do you want to clean up now and we'll go and have something to eat? Yeah, no worries. So he's standing like this the whole time. And it didn't dawn on me that he'd cut all his hair. I didn't think to look on the ground. Well, he just pushed all the hair off the table and under the table, right? So we'd eaten dinner. Nobody had noticed. We went to sweep under the table. There's all these chunks of hair under the table. It was hilarious. Poor Andrew. It was funny. Although having very short hair is a pain, as it needs cutting more often to keep it tidy. Otherwise, it just goes fluffy. Yeah, I know. Mine. If I cut my hair short, I would look like you know, one of those dolls that have the shriveled up hair, it would just curl up, whoop, like that. If I didn't blow wave my fringe, it would be like locks in front, like locks of curls in front. My hair is not straight at all. It is just boofy, frizzy, boofy, curly. My niece was bored in class one day and came home with a dog fringe, a Dodge fringe. Yeah, it's a dog fringe, a Dodge fringe. Yeah, I know. Actually, I was in high school. Believe it or not, I went to high school. I was in high school, and one day, and one of our friends, two of them got together and started cutting each other's hair. We had an ET or an extra teacher or a relief teacher in the old days. What were they called in the old days? Well, I can't remember. Anyway, we had a relief teacher, and she came in and she put a video up for us. That's how it was in the old days. They just give them a video and shut them up, right? She put a video up and she had her back turned to us. And so two of the girls at the back got together and started cutting each other's hair. And one of them just cut along the back, made it just neat and everything. And one of them said, "Give me a fringe." And she had hair like mine. Well, she cut the fringe and then they put their, they put whatever they had on her hair to keep it down. As she walked out, she had her hair boofy on the side and her fringe was stuck to her. It was like stuck to her skin, but way up the top. She had cut her fringe so short that it couldn't be fixed. It was hilarious. This is what you do when you're a teenager. You do stuff. Then they said to me, "Do you want your hair cut?" "You ain't touching my hair. Forget it. You cut my hair short, that short with the curls that I have. Forget it." It'll look terrible. But it was hilarious. Teenagers do funny things, don't they? Yeah, teenagers do funny things. Actually, we were talking about Olivia the other day, our lovely Olivia, and I hadn't mentioned that the very first time I saw the movie Grease was actually at high school. They had it playing in the hall. It was actually not the hall. It was like a room where we practiced for plays, like we did our training for plays and productions. And I watched it there with my friend, and it was the first time I ever saw the movie. I was so taken back by it. The movie Grease, by the way. My niece isn't a teenager yet. Well, Andrew was 4. And I keep saying 4. He wasn't 4. He was under 4. He was about 3. He was very, very young. But both my kids, they spoke clearly at very young ages. That's because I talked a lot. They had no choice but to learn. Frances was in full paragraphs under the age of 1, so she was a real chatterbox. Andrew took a little bit longer, but he was still learning how to speak very, very young. They both did, which was good. But it was hilarious listening to them. I love hearing them talk. Kids say the funniest things, don't they? They say funny things. All the things they said. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember them. There were so many funny things that they said. We're in the car driving and they come up with a sentence and you're laughing your head off thinking, what? What? Francis used to go like this, "Ooh, car. Ooh, car." Every time we walk down the street, "Ooh, car. Bus." It was really funny. "Ooh, car. Ooh, car. Truck." She was so funny. Kids are funny. Do people come and pat your head if you let it grow? What? Particularly the whole school, around 3,000 students did that to me when I had a crew cut at A levels. Seriously? Oh, no one noticed me at school. In fact, if I didn't have the hair, they just walk over me. In high school. In primary school, I had a lot of trouble, but in high school, I was not even noticed. Just to sit at the back of the room. I remember when it was so funny, we went to a reunion and I said, "Hi, remember me?" And they said, "No, who are you?" "Oh, you remember Mary?" I gave them my maiden name and everything. Never heard of her. I used to sit in the back of the room. Nobody knew I existed. It was hilarious. There were a few people that knew me. When I was little, I told my sister if she cut her Barbie doll's hair, it would grow back. "Oh, you're naughty, thicker and longer." She ended up with a bunch of bad dolls. Marty, bad. Get in that corner, your poor sister. My sister spoke in full sentences by 11. By 1, I was late because my sister never stopped talking. Both my kids, by the time they were 1, were in, like Frances was in paragraphs at 10 months. She was just amazing. Andrew, I reckon by about 1 and maybe 11 months, 12 months, full paragraphs. They were very quick to learn. Marty, my cousin said the same to me. That's terrible. You guys are nasty. I mean, not you, Yvonne, not you, Franca, but Marty, you're nasty. That's nasty. Poor girl. Get in the corner and don't move. And don't talk. Get out. Hey, I've thrown Marty out before, haven't I? When was that? Last week, I think it was. I threw you out last week. Get out. That's right, because you said you were knitting. You bought a set of knitting hooks or something. What did you buy that upset me? I said, get out. I remember because I used to have conversations with Frances every time she came to visit. She was such a chatterbox, wasn't it? And she was not a chatterbox. She was like real serious. She was very serious. It was like everything was serious. We went to a kinder once. They have an open day for parents, so we went to the kindergarten. And she had to create a Christmas tree. Like she was making it with little bits of paper and things. We had the video going. It was hilarious because we just couldn't stop laughing. And she's saying, well, it's very important when you make Christmas trees. Once you make Christmas trees, you really have to decorate them properly. And we're just like listening to an adult. It was just hilarious. We just kept videoing and videoing. It was just one of those things that you can't stop laughing. And the camera's like this because we're in fits laughing. Well, one of us was holding the camera. I don't know who was holding it. And we're laughing, and the camera's shaking because we're laughing so much. And she says, but Mum, it's not funny. It's a real serious thing to make Christmas trees. It was just hilarious. Okay, Marty, even now, if I give her advice, she asks, if this is another Barbie doll, it's an advice. Now I like your sister, Marty. Oh, he's hilarious. My sister spoke only in Italian until she was 7. Oh, that's all right. She was too mature for her age, yes. And I remember the kinder teacher at the age of, because Frances went to 3-year-old kinder and 4-year-old kinder. And when she was 3, they said that whenever they would have a day where it was a snack day, which they don't have them anymore because of all the health reasons now. Everybody has to be healthy, yeah? But they had things like chocolate crackles and fairy bread. If you don't know what fairy bread is, I don't know if it's an overseas thing, but Australians did this a lot where they put margarine on their bread and they got hundreds and thousands of those little dot things, the coloured dots on the bread, and squashed them together or even left them like that and ate them. They were fantastic. Anyway, they had all these things and everyone at the table just shoving them in their face. And Frances, they reckon, was at the end of the table. She was sitting upright and she's had her chocolate crackle and she's, and that's chocolate crackles. If you don't know what they are, I'll talk about those in a minute. They're stuck, like they're concealed together, if that makes any sense. It's all stuck together with all the food. And to get it, you kind of have to bite into it. But not her. She's picking at it like this. She didn't want it to dirty her face. It was just hilarious. And the kindergarten teacher said, I just had to tell you that. I have never seen a child eat chocolate crackles in such an elegant way. She was sitting upright. She was like poised. And they were just in fits laughing because they'd never seen a child eat chocolate crackles that way. So it was very funny. Chocolate crackles are made of rice bubbles. I think Kofar and what's the other stuff? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It all congels together. You don't have to cook anything. You just mix it up. You stick it in the fridge and it sticks together and it's just, oh, it's fantastic. It tastes fantastic. But the kids loved it. But she was so fussy when it came to what she wanted. You know, she was just so direct, so mature, so adult. It was just weird. It was weird. It wasn't weird. We had a lot of fun, you know, we laughed a lot. She made us laugh a lot. That's what happens when they're mature. And then along came Andrew and showed us what a real child should be like. He was a comedian. We used to call Andrew the comedian in the family. He was a Marty in the family. How's that? Marty, you are Andrew. We've got all this intelligence, but you love to laugh and joke, which is fantastic. I love it. I love it. We love a good laugh on the channel. Tree, if you're still here, we love a good laugh on the channel. Occasionally I pop up a silly video. I haven't done that for a while. I need to pop a silly video up, guys. Any requests on what you would like to see as a silly video? Come on, guys, help me out. Last time we did the treadmill one. We did the what was the other one? The challenges, the 13 challenges. Remember that? This time we need to do something fun. It's how you bring your kids up. We have a lot of fun with our kids, Franca. We have a lot of fun, even now as adults. Some of the stuff we do is silly, but we like it. We like it. So give me something you'd like to see, apart from the video I've been trying to do for 3 years. You're going to see this video and think, that took us 3 years to do, but more than 3 years, but because we had to be indoors and I couldn't do it. The video I was going to do has something to do with being outdoors. That's not just in the driveway. Sounds like Andrew and I would get along well. I reckon you would, Marty. I reckon you guys would get along so well. I think you have the same maturity and mentality. Well, you like to have a lot of fun, but you like to be silly as well. A bit like his mama. I don't know who she is, but anyway. I wind up my son so much sometimes. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. As long as it's all in good measure. You know, if everybody, as long as no one's getting hurt, that's fine. So, except, of course, Marty, your sister's dolls got hurt. Your sister's Barbies got hurt. That's very sad. But she was okay. Your sister was okay. So that's the main thing. How did we get so sidetracked? I don't know. Guys, what funny video, always crochet related, as you know, that you would like to see on the channel, please let me know. You know what? I'll turn my book over where we had that list of Father's Day items. If you have a list of things that you would like to see, surprise me. I'm new here. All right, we'll surprise you, Teresa. That's okay. We'll surprise you. Teresa likes surprises. Okay, that's all good. Anyone have any things they would like to see? Teresa, quite a few weeks back. I'm lying. Let's try quite a few months back. The subscribers here on our live made me some challenges to do. And they were challenges of how to crochet with the challenge. Like crochet dancing, crochet doing hopscotch, crochet eating spaghetti. That was fantastic. Was it spaghetti? It was spaghetti. Crochet on the treadmill, crochet. I can't even remember them all. Crochet doing what? I did a relay, which that hurt my leg, Therese, and I ended up in a really bad way. But that was my fault. It was like self-inflicted. And what else? I did crochet with the alphabet. We did crochet with oven mitts. Oh, we did so much. Bye, everyone. Hopefully I will see you on Wednesday. Yvonne, lovely to see you here, hun, and we'll see you here soon. Still waiting for the toilet roll cover. You're not going to believe this, Marty. You're going to freak this out. I'm going to talk to Teresa about it in a minute. If have not tried crochet while cooking, yeah, a little bit worried about that. I don't want, like, yarn lets out a lot of fluff, and I don't want anything to go in the meals, but there you go. But we're going to talk about that doll because I was going through some photos, Teresa, the other day where you, me, and Sarah were in the kitchen at our kitchen table here, and we had the doll. You brought the doll with you, so I can have a look at the stitch. And I have to buy the yarn to suit. I think it's called the tulle. I can't remember which one we used. Marty, your sister sounds like she has been traumatized for life. No, I just saw the photo today. Oh, did you? Did I put it up? I hope I didn't put it up. I don't remember putting it up, but there you go. Yeah, so we're going to do it. We are going to do the toilet roll holder. We will do it. Just means you get to see a toilet roll. You get to see a roll of toilet paper on the video. I have it on my Facebook page. Oh, do you? Okay. I will do one. Someone said to me, oh, who was it? Actually, she was she's a professional crocheter, like real professional. She's got her own designs and everything. And she says to me, if you do a toilet roll holder, then that's it. I don't want to know you anymore. I said, well, then it was lovely knowing you. She goes, you're not. I said, I'm going to do one. She goes, no, you won't. I know you won't. Watch me. You guys know what I'm like. You guys know when I put something in my head, even if it takes me a long time, I do get it out. And we get a toilet roll holder, which will be sitting in my toilet. Not on all the rolls, because I put a handful of rolls. I don't put one roll up. I put a handful of rolls up. And that one just saves me putting more, running around looking for them later. But it'll go on one doll. And whenever that doll gets used, then we know to fill up that area again. Don't worry, Franca. She's had plenty of opportunities to get me back, and she still does. Oh, I love your sister already, Marty. Tell her to call me. Oh, no, tell her to call me because I won't answer. Tell her to message me. So naughty. Kiki sent you perfect pattern for Marty's toilet roll holder. Kiki sent you. Oh, don't even go there. Bad girl. So yeah, we are going to use the pattern that my auntie used when she created hers. I'm not sure, Teresa, that looked to me very much like it was knitted. Was it knitted or crochet? I think it was knitted, yeah? I think we talked about this before, and I think we mentioned that it was knitted. I think so. But the toilet roll holder, it's actually on the list. It was knitted, yeah. Well, I'm going to see if I can make one similar to that. It was actually on the list of that big list that I wanted to do. I'm writing it on this list here so that we can have it, you know, maybe we can do a Christmas one. I don't even know. I make this up as I go along. Guys, you know I haven't got any of this written down. This is something that just happens as I go along. I thought you would remember that. It wasn't you. Yes, I was in the grocery store, and it's funny, we were in the line. I thought, you know what, let's check out my, you know, what's happening on my website. Nothing. Let's check out Facebook. Nothing. Oh, look, I've got something on Messenger at you know, Instagram. Oh, yeah, I was talking to Kiki. That's nice. Then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there with the phone like this, a guy behind me, a lady in front. Had the phone, I'm waiting, watching, waiting. Opened up Kiki's message, and there it was. We won't even go there what it was. It was a picture, whereas me going like this, and I'm looking around, I'm trying to get out of it. Oh, what? It was a naughty picture of crochet, naughty crochet picture, and I'm trying to get out of it, right? People are looking at me like I'm a weirdo, and I looked like I was up to something bad. And I sent a message to Kiki later. Kiki, I was in the supermarket when that happened, and people staring at me like I'm a weirdo. So Kiki and Franca got together and sent me some naughty crochet picture, which nearly got me into trouble in the grocery store. It was so hilarious, still makes me laugh today. It wasn't hilarious for me. Well, it wasn't at that moment, but it was when I got to the car. I thought, oh my gosh, imagine what these people are thinking of. Some weirdo in the supermarket sharing bad crochet pictures. Oh, it was very bad. And I'm trying not to laugh either in the supermarket. In fact, when I got rid of the message real quickly, I'm sitting there and I'm looking behind me, and the guy's like this giving me this look. And there's a lady in front, she's just staring at me because I panicked. It's not because they saw it, it's because I went, oh, what? I panicked. They must be thinking she's looking up naughty stuff in the supermarket. Not me. I had no part in it, Frankie. You were so naughty. It's bad. I know, Sherry. Tell them how bad it was. I'm standing in the grocery store waiting in line. It wasn't hilarious. Not for me, Franca. It's funny now to look back at it. But at the time, it wasn't. That'll teach me. But you know what you're like? When you get to the grocery store and you've got a line, you're not going to stand there and just look at people and stare. You kind of look back and you go, and then you look over there. And you think, what are you going to do? Stare at them? Yeah, look weird. So you turn on your phone, you start playing. And it was red. Oh, there's so many novelty crochet items I want to make. Actually, I'm not sure if I mentioned this to you. Quite a few years ago, I knew a lady. I don't see her anymore, which is really sad. But she did so well in the crochet world because she only crocheted naughty things. And she did so well with that. Financially, she's doing so well because there's a lot of people out there that love the naughty stuff. And she does just that. She has no time for anybody. And she's actually got someone helping her now. Someone's crocheting with her to help her. Well, not now, when I last saw her, which was a couple of years ago. Help her crochet these items because she couldn't keep up with the demand. So, yeah, she's doing exceptionally well. Good on her. It's so much fun on your live stream. Oh, Sherry, we do have a lot of fun. We're a bit silly. Body parts, yes. This lady crocheted everything. And there was another lady who I didn't really know, but she's in the US, by the way. She was studying to be a doctor, and she was at university. And they said, right, we want you to create a whole intestines, like a whole, the whole intestines, right? So she thought, how can she create it? And everybody had to create it in their own way. Now, some people created it with clay, but the idea was to be able to pull everything apart so you can see certain parts of the insides of the body, which is, doctors need to know these parts, right? So it was a test, it was an exam kind of thing, and everybody did theirs in clay or plasticine or something. Whatever they did theirs in, some drew pictures and just sticky tape, cut the pictures out and sticky taped them together into cubes, and she crocheted every item that she was doing. Let's get rid of that one right there. Oh, if I can get rid of it, I don't know how now. Here we go. Yes, that's gone. That didn't work. Did it? Yes. Thank you. It's gone. All right. So she actually crocheted the whole intestines. She got top marks in her course for crocheting each item of the inside. It wasn't just the intestines, it was all the inside of the body. It was near the heart, the liver, the kidney, the whole works, a kit and caboodle. And she did such a good job. And she was supposed to become a doctor. And in the end, doctors, the professor, he actually went out and told all his doctor friends that she created this, and doctors were asking her to create the heart, the liver, the kidney, the lungs, the this, the that. By the time she was finished, she never became a doctor. She spent all her time crocheting parts for these doctors all over the US. She's in the US somewhere. I saw it on one of the Facebook pages. It was quite a few years ago. I'm making a few friends some male body part for Christmas. The elephant design is a particular favorite. I reported those. Thank you so much, Frank. I tried to get in there. I went in there and tried to remove it, but you'd already done that. Well done, Franco. Geez, you're quick. So there you go. So this lady did all of that, and she was pretty amazing. I tell you what, pretty amazing. Never became a doctor. She did pass. She could be a doctor now if she wanted to. Like, she could do her rounds. I don't know what they do in doctors these days, but she didn't do it. She started crocheting for doctors, and it got her where she wanted to be. She didn't know she wanted to be a crocheter, but she was just doing crochet on the side just to relax, keep her, relaxed and, just pass the time a little bit so she wasn't constantly working on her studies all the time, just something to relax. Who's the organ person? I don't know. It was a lady in the US. I knew she was in the US because I read it. Well, I just read it on a Facebook page, and I opened up the whole story and read the whole story and thought this was a long time ago. So you probably even know her if you're from the US. I don't know her, but she works for doctors and crochets items of the body for doctors. It's fantastic. She did then. Hopefully she still does. I reckon that would have been 6 or 7 years ago. It was just a little letter that she sent to one of the Facebook pages and told them what she did. And she actually, no, I'm telling you a lie, she actually had a picture of the full crochet project, which she used stuffing and everything to make the whole thing. It sat on a table, the whole thing. That's a great idea, crocheting organs for doctors. I remember hearing about her. I'm so glad you remember that, Frank, because I thought I was the only one who knew about this lady. There is a Facebook group called Just Because You Can Crochet Doesn't Mean You Should. And some of the things are hilarious, not necessarily rude, just so bad they're good. Like, have you seen that one picture, Marty? You must have seen it, where a lady is crocheting. Everything around her is crocheted. The whole room is crocheted. She's crocheting with her friends. All her friends are crocheted items. They're crocheted people. They're not real people. Crocheted people sitting next to her while she's crocheting. I had to look twice because I thought they were just friends of hers crocheting, but they're actually her crochet projects. She crocheted these people. So you would have seen it. It was around Facebook a lot, where she's actually, you can see the lampshade crocheted. The whole room is crocheted. I saw one of her intestines in a video lecture about health. The speaker told the intestine was made to order. See, Claptrap? I'm glad I'm not the only one who knows about this lady. I thought I was the only one. When I mentioned it a long time ago, people kept saying it doesn't exist. She doesn't exist. No, she's out there. I saw that, Mary. Teapot, cups, etc. Yes, Sherry. I had to look twice. I thought it was people, but it's not. You saw it too, Franca. Yeah, I literally thought they were people. Maybe we should crochet a person. fact. No, don't talk about it. I don't want to. I've got too much on my plate. We've got too much on our plate, guys. We can't bring in anything new. We do, though, don't we? Every now and then I bring in something that I shouldn't be. We've got too much on our plate, guys. Seriously, we have. We can't crochet a person. We can't. Stop asking me to. No one's asking. I do this to myself. I seriously hang myself when it comes to things like this. Great idea, crochet a person. No, we're not crocheting a person. That will be me when I'm older. Never mind, crazy lady, cat lady. Say hello to crazy crochet man. Well, I like to think I'm crazy crochet lady. I actually thought of doing, which we actually don't put Christmas lights outside for Christmas because where we live, we're right at the back. No one ever sees them. It's only us that will see them. So we're right in a back unit. No one even knows we live there half the times. So if I put the lights up, not many people would see them. You might see one light flicking behind the house in front, yeah? I thought of crocheting Christmas decorations outside, but they would just get wet and yucky. So I didn't bother. It's a couple of years ago. And have it sit next to you. Her husband said she needed to make more friends. That's right, Anne. I remember that. That's the line. Thank you, Anne. That's it. She needed to make more friends, and she made those friends. I love it. I love it. We could do one. No, we can't. Stop it. I'm not talking to you people anymore. You upset me. I'm the crazy cat lady who crochet all the time. I have yarn in every room except the bathroom. Oh, really? Guess what? I have yarn in the bathroom. No, I don't have yarn in the bathroom. I have a tissue box cover with a tissue box in the bathroom. Not the yarn. The tissue box cover was made for the channel and I use it for the bathroom now. I put it in there recently. What I did was I have tissue boxes, the big size, the medium size, and the little cube size. And I made one on the channel for the medium size and the cube size. And I have the cube size in the bathroom with the tissue box cover on it. Not the same color as the channel. That one there I sold that one twice. I made it twice and sold it twice. But I made different color for the bathroom. Need to make a teapot cover. Oh, you know how many we've made here already? We made 2 for the channel. We've made 2 already. We made one in Christmas and one recently. Is that right? Tea cozies. Yeah, we've made 2 on the channel. We might make one for Christmas again. No, we made 3 on the channel. I can't remember. We made 3. We made a Granny Square one, the Christmas one, and a recent one. We've made 3. I'm pretty sure we made 3 on the channel. Okay, I'll make one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've made 3. Mary has loads on her playlist. Yes, thank you, Franca. If you look in the house, the made for the house or made for the home playlist, it will be in there. And each tea cozy, I might even have their own playlist, their own tea cozy playlist, which I've done in the past. So yeah, I need to go to bed at 3 a.m. Oh, thanks for a great live. I know I'm actually on my way out. It's almost 2 hours. We are 1 hour and 58 minutes that we've been on this live, guys. What? I think you made more than 3. I think I've made 3. I can't remember. I'll have to go through my playlist and check it out. Isn't that funny? I can't remember. There you go. We might have to make which we were supposed to make, a hot pad for our tea cozy. Thanks for the welcome. I'm going to go check out the playlists on YouTube. Well, congratulations, Teresa. Thank you for coming here and being a part of our live. We have a lot of fun. Again, sometimes we have too much fun and it gets out of control. Today was no different. No, it wasn't too bad today. We were on our best behavior. I think because you were new, Tree, we're supposed to be on our best behavior. No, we're not. We're never on our best behavior. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. I will head off. It's 1 hour and 59 minutes heading into the 2-hour mark. What? I used to only do 1 hour and I would rush through it so I can leave to get out for the hour. Then it just got out of control and then everybody started telling jokes. Everybody ended up in the naughty corner. One day I said, everyone get in a corner. It was so funny. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Don't forget your very next tutorial that you will see will be not a tutorial. It'll be first Thursday of the month on Tuesday. And then on Friday, you're getting the zip purse tutorial. Very exciting. And if I can work out the pretty as a peacock blanket in time, you might see it this week, but more likely you'll see it on the Monday of next week, the week coming afterwards. All right. So thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all the wonderful things that you guys already do for me. And I'm waiting like 6 seconds so that I can get to the 2-hour mark. Thank you for joining me. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Bye. Oh, there it is. 2 hours. Bye. She's so naughty. Bye.